Some of you may be wondering, what in the world does art have to do with church? What does it have to do with God? What does it have to do with religion? And what's its place? Does it have a place? And so we're here in Austin, in the mall, and gonna ask other people that question, see what they have to say.
I think there should be less. If you're going to church to look for art, then you're going there to look for what? You should be going there
I don't
to look
have
for
much
God.
experience with the church, but I do know that from what little I do know, a lot of the art usually doesn't portray very happy things. It usually seems like they try to focus on fear.
It functions to show what the past was with Jesus Christ.
Together, I think it goes good. I think some of the best art comes out of the churches as far as like stained glass and so forth like that.
Okay. How do you, in what way do you think the church could use art more?
Maybe as pictures for younger children, or not so much boring preaching, but more visual, get more enthused about stuff like that, or have organizations or activities where the group, the congregation gets together to paint.
Let me ask these two ladies over here. I want to look like I'm like ready to pounce on them. I gotta catch them by surprise. So they'll see it coming, and it's like, ooh.
The job of an artist to me is not to necessarily, yeah, they can be very talented, but if they can connect with a lot of people, I think that's the most rewarding. And for me, it always is when somebody sees something that I've done and they say, that makes sense to me, or it speaks to me in some way. Even if it's not the way that it speaks to me, it's fun hearing all that.
The thing that I go to, the Wednesday Night Jive, it's led by these two guys. They're singers, Christian singers. They really brought me because I enjoy the music. I think that's a great creative way to bring people into church.
Cool.
It's really sort of an enhancer. I mean, you take different arts, you think like, I guess painting, back in the old times, paintings and drawings really help people give, I guess, a visual understanding of what they were talking about in religious texts. And, more modernly, I don't think of visual representations as much as I do music. But I think music has played a really strong part in religion and spreading faith, and vice versa. I think religion has contributed some great things to music, like, gospel and soul all derived, from a sort of, from a sense of religion that people held. And I don't know, it gave them more passion towards music and art in general. So I think it's had a really strong impact.
My sense is that it's dumbing down art and making it serve a message in a way that's not really creative.
So you think you could do a whole lot better job?
Yes, yes.
Do you think religious art in general brings down the entire art community?
Not necessarily. It really depends on who's creating the art, and if it's from the heart, if it's painful, if it's revelatory, it may be something that certainly an organized religion is really uncomfortable with.
I think there's more room to grow. The church that I've been going to recently, I think they're doing a pretty good job. But I think there's always room to grow.
I don't practice religion. I'm never in churches. Pretty sure I would burn up if I walked into one. So, yeah, I'll say pass.
I think sometimes the impact isn't directly felt, but you think about the size of the religious music market in this country, and it's huge. And I think there are a lot of people who sort of dismiss it. But, years later you see its impact over time because, it's music that people believe in, and that doesn't just go as a cultural fad, it sticks around.
No, my pleasure. Absolutely. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. There's a couple more folks that we have that we need to get in.
Yeah. We're packed for raffles, so we have you plus two, and then there's 3 more.
Okay, great. Okay, so here's one. And where's your other one?
Okay. If we can just get everybody together, we'll just train y'all all in. And
yeah, no worries. Where are you running off? Dude, I gotta run in. Right, sorry.
Okay. That's